Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Everybody, Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare. Offering pranam to my most beloved Guru Pada Padma Param Aradhyatam Om Shripad Astotra Shri Srimad Bhakti Vedanta Narayan Goswami Maharaj Shri Gurudev, and to the entire Rupanuga Gaudiya Guru Varga, to my Tridandi Sannyas Gan, to all Vaishnavas and Vaishnavis, please accept my Dandavat Pranam. Hare Krishna. So briefly, I wanted to speak a little bit about my feelings and experience, what I've heard from Guru and Vaishnavas, about what it means to be in the family of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, what it means when we hear our Srila Gurudev say that we are in that same family of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, we are one family. And also what it means to have specific ashray, or shelter, from sadhu, Guru, Vaishnav, and how both are extremely important. I think all of us here are present because in our lives we've been graced by the presence of great saintly personalities. That moments or decade-long, or however long it may have been, association with the sadhu is what gave our lives purpose and meaning and fulfillment. Therefore, the importance of ashray, or shelter, to specific Vaishnavas is essential for our spiritual growth. And so I wanted to speak a few verses and conceptions around this mood of being together in the family of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, regardless of our specific Guru and Vaishnav that we take shelter from, in this Swarup Rupanuga Dhara, or this current of the conception of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu coming through Swarup Damodar and Rupa Goswami. We are part of that same family. Srila Gurudev said, I am ISKCON. He said, Lord Brahma is a member of ISKCON. Prahlad Maharaj, Haridas Thakur, they are members of ISKCON. Gurudev was speaking about the transcendental mission or society, as we heard from Pujapad Maharaj, that Gurudev is on the same mission of Krishna. He is being sent by him. This is the meaning of Vaishnav. Na karma bandhanam janma Vaishnavanam chavidyate Vishnu anuchara. The Vaishnav is a messenger of the Supreme Lord Krishna. Therefore, that transcendental society is not a mundane structure. It is represented in this world through structures, through organization, as it must be. But it is a transcendental society. And that conception is vital to realize and understand that I am not the controller. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu told Sanatana Goswami, Baddha aramukta falgu aryukta. Always remember the difference between the conditioned soul and the liberated soul. The liberated soul is directly connected to Sri Krishna and takes his direction for serving his cause. It is Krishna's society. It is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's society. And we are all part of that society of Mahaprabhu. Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur established the conception of the society of Gauranga. saying that whoever has any regard for Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, they should be considered as part of his society. Whether they accept him as God, as a great devotee, or as a great personality, feel a sense of fealty towards them. They are part of my family. That's very important. This is the teaching of Sastra. Vasudeva Kutumbakam. All living entities are in the family of Bhagavan. Jive Samandi Bejani Krishna Adhistan. Therefore offer respect to every living entity, knowing that the Supreme Personality Krishna is in each and every one of their hearts. So if we cannot develop the mood of family towards our extended family of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, how will we develop the mood of brotherhood towards humanity at large? To all living entities, as Mahaprabhu had that mood? Amritasya putra. We are all children of that Supreme Personality. Nityo nityanam chaitanas chitananam eko bahunam yo vidadati kamam. We are all coming from Sri Krishna. Diparchit eva, or Brahma Samhita. We are all coming from that original source. Therefore, we are all brothers and we are all sisters. So we must endeavor to develop that mood of friendship and a family mood towards all members of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's society, and gradually we can develop a mood of love and affection towards all living entities. And that is part of our mission. So this is the mood of non-sectarianism that our acharyas teach. And it is very important to develop that. And I believe the way to do it is to understand that it is a transcendental society. And it is represented in this world through many forms and structures that we also honor as the Vapu, or the body of our Guru, as Srila Prabhupada would say. Now I want to just briefly give the conception of the importance of ashray, or shelter from specific sadhus, as also crucial. And it does not mean that now we differentiate that I am in this family, that is a different family, that is a different family. It is all Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's family, or it is all God's family. At the same time, we want to develop the mood of ashray to specific sadhu, guru, Vaishnava. And that's why we're all here. We're not here because we engaged with the kind of universal philosophy of life. We may have approached through that, but we are here because of association with sadhu, coming from Krishna's abode. Sadhu sanga, sarva shastre koi. Lava matra sadhu sanga, sarva siddhi hoy. That sadhu sanga is vital. But what is real sanga? Sanga means association with attachment that is both ways. We must develop that mood towards Guru Vaishnavas, but also we want them to accept us as theirs. That's why we pray to Srimati Radhika. Ha Devi Kaku Paragadgada Yaddevacha Yache Nipatya Pavidandava Dudpatarti Asya Prashadama Budasya Janasya Kritva Gandharvike Nija Gane Gananam Videhi. O Radhe, please count me among your gun. So the family of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is described to be like a tree. The root and the structure is one. But what did Chaitanya Mahaprabhu teach? What was his philosophy? Achintya Veda Veda Tattva. Understand the subtlety, the finesse. It is one and different. Therefore, sometimes when we only preach non-sectarianism, we risk watering everything down to having no identity. And that is very important, to have that shelter of Sadhu Guru Vaishnav. Because the bhakti process begins with Krishna Dikshadi Shikshanam. Otherwise you can just take mantra from the book. You need Krishna, Guru Sangha, you must take Guru Padashray. That's the first step in spiritual life. Surrender to the bona fide Guru, Tattvadarshi. Then your spiritual life begins, Krishna Dikshadi Shikshanam. Then you take direct association. Dadati pratikrinati guyamakyati prichate bhungte bhajayate chaiva sadviti priti lakshanam. You develop a relationship. That relationship nourishes your creeper of devotion. Therefore, we all are so fortunate to have come into association of great pure devotees. And we continue the process of sadhu sanga at every stage of our life. Wherever that may reveal itself to us, understanding that that is Sri Krishna's great kindness towards us, anukampa. Acharyam mam vijaniyam navamanyetha karichit. Know the Acharya to be myself, because he is my representative. If a messenger is sent by a king to deliver a message, that is the king's message. Therefore, the Acharya is Krishna delivering his message. Therefore, what does it mean to take ashray? We all understand the concept of non-sectarianism. We have difficulty applying it. But we understand the principle of universal brotherhood. But sometimes the other side is underrepresented. And it's important. Because this is where bhakti begins to blossom and become enlivened. What do our Goswamis teach us? Sajatya ashray snigdha sadhu sanga satovare. Find that sadhu who has the mood that you are aspiring for, or that is in your atma, waiting to develop. Find that sadhu, sajatya, take shelter. That sadhu who is willing to give you shelter, ashray, and who is snigdha, affectionate towards you. Because without that affection, how are you going to progress in bhakti? We've been in samsara for millions of lifetimes, bound by material relationships of impermanent love and affection. But when we approach real sadhu guru, the bona fide guru, then vatsalya matrikoti, they can bestow love and affection upon us that is greater than millions of mothers and fathers and beloveds in this world. And that very rapidly makes us progress in spiritual life. Therefore, sajatya ashray snigdha sadhu sanga satovare. We must find that sadhu who is in nourishing our spiritual life and who is of the similar mood. That's why it's not a bad thing to have the mood of loyalty towards Vaishnava and to Guru. And to feel like, oh, please, nija gane gananam videhi, count me as your own. We saw that in the life of our Srila Vaman Goswami Maharaj. Param Gurudev was writing in his register, who is in my gun? Who is my disciple? And Srila Tribhakram Maharaj was there, Srila Gurudev was there. Vaman Goswami Maharaj, where will my name be? He was Harinam disciple of Bhaktisiddhanta Prabhupada, but Diksha disciple of Param Gurudev. When will you put my name in the register? That I am in your gun. That is so important. What is our mood? What do the Goswamis teach us? How to really develop? We are not interested in impersonalism. We don't want to void or merge with everything. We want to be in a specific gun. Therefore, Srila Rupa Goswami teaches us, Krishna smaram janam chasya pristam nija samanhitam tat tat kataratas chaso kuryadvasam braje sada. Meditate upon Krishna's associate. Guru is also Krishna's associate if he is bona fide Guru. Meditate upon that Guru or that personality or that Ragatmik Jan or whoever he may be, whether in this world or that world. Meditate upon that Sadhu Guru Vaishnava or that associate of Krishna who you are aspiring to serve Krishna under. It's a very specific thing. So while we are on the tree of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's family, and we are all, anyone who is, anyhow, anywhere, anytime, Je Dese, Vadeshe, anytime, any country, any place. It is not for India or for the West. It is for everyone, for all times. Hoye Chen, Hoye Ben, Prabhu Jatadas. Whoever is the servant of my Prabhu, now, today, tomorrow, or in a million years, or in the next yuga, I offer pranam to them. They are my family. But a house has many rooms. Therefore, we pray. Radha Paksha Chadi, Je Jane Se Jan, Je Bave Se Bave Thake. Ami to Radhika Paksha Pati Sada, Kabu Nahi Heri Thaki. I want to be Pakshavali. Oh Radhe, please make me in your Paksha, your group. Swapaksha. Gurudev would ask, where is your goal? Are you seeing the tree or are you seeing the eye of the bird? We want to see the eye of the bird. The eye of the bird isn't even Sakipad. It's such a specific conception, but he said, no, not Sakipad. Radha Paksha Chari, Jejan Sejan, they may be so great, such a great scholar, but we are only searching for that associate who is directly giving Guru Rupa Sakhi. We want that shelter. If you study Jaiva Dharma, you see that, especially when they are studying in Jagannath Puri, how they're taking shelter of the Guru or Sadhu, who's directly nourishing their bhav of service. And therefore, sometimes when we talk about transcendental society, we don't completely give importance to the specific relationship between Guru Sadhu and Sadhaka. And that's extremely important. Lochan Das Thakur said, Je dese nitai nai, se dese ne jabo. Nitai be mukar jar, muka na hiribo. Where my nitai is not present, how can I go? I will not go to that place. I will not look at that person who is antagonistic towards my Lord Nityananda. So I don't know the answer. I'm not saying I know the answer, but I'm saying it's a very subtle and important thing. We need, first of all, to develop the mood that we are in one family of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, whoever our Guru may be, whichever sanga our Guru may be in, wherever our Sadhu Guru Vaishnava shelter is, we are in one family. Srila Narottam Das Thakur sings, Kabe Lokanath Sange Jhabe, Shirupera Pada Padma More Sammarvibe. When will my Gurudev take me to the lotus feet of Shirupa Manjari? And so we pray, we don't sing any Manjari. We sing Shirupa Manjari Karar Chita Pada Padma Gostendra Nandana Bujarpita Mastakaya. When will Shirupa Manjari give me this service? In this way, Raghunath Das Goswami is showing us the importance of that direct connection to Sadhu Guru Vaishnava. Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur sings in his song Radha Krishna Padakam Layman, Lalita Sakira Ayogya Kinkuri. I am the unpaid, unconditional servant of Lalita Sakhi. Vinoda Dhariche Pai, grabbing your feet. So why do we say Drida Kori Dharo Nitai Pai? Tightly hold on to the feet of that sadhu who has relationship with Krishna. Whoever they may be. Doesn't matter which sangha, which group. That's all Krishna's arrangement. Maybe any group, but we are one family. If you develop the broadness of vision, that is the unity. The diversity is also important. Not merely the unity. Otherwise, only unity, Mayavad. No diversity, Mayavad. Unity in diversity, Achintya Bed Abeda Tattva. Therefore we pray, Drida Kori Dharo Nitai Pai. Tightly catch hold of your Guru's lotus feet. Akanda Guru Tattva is Lord Nityananda. When you do that, then you understand. Mad Guru, Jagat Guru. My Gurudev is the Guru of everyone. Tam Sarva Bhuta Hridayam Munimanatosmi. Because this is Sri Krishna, this is Sri Baladev Tattva. But he is approaching me in a personal way. Therefore, I should take shelter of that. Therefore, we are trying to develop this mood. In Bhagavad Gita, and I'll end, Sri Krishna says, Vyavasayatmaka buddhir ekaha kurunandana bahusaka hyanantascha buddhaya vyavisayana. Those whose focus is many-branched will not attain the result. Buddhaya vyavisayana. They will not develop that one-pointed focus necessary to achieve the goal of life. Therefore, the life of the sadhaka does not end at any stage of his traversing this samsara until they reach the goal. We are continually progressing. That means we take shelter of Guru and Sadhu at every stage of our life. Internally, if that is internally there, that connection to Guru, Shiksha Guru, Bhajan Guru, Diksha Guru, whichever Guru, there are many kinds of Guru. Don't only think this is Diksha Guru. Our line is the Bhagavad Parampara. It is not a straight line always, it's crooked. Diksha Guru and Shiksha Guru may be one, Diksha Guru, Shiksha Guru, Bhajan Guru may be one, but you need all. Therefore, Krishna Smaram Janam Chasya. Find that sadhu and take shelter of that sadhu who can really give you Krishna Prem. Mahaprabhu prayed, Prem Dhanavina Vyartha Daridra Jivan. My life is worthless without the wealth of that Prem. Who can give it? Who can give that Prem? So we are praying for that shelter, and I conclude here. Thank you, Hare Krishna.
I want you to clear up something for me that I've not understood for a long time. Because, can I ask the question?
I don't know what to say.
You can answer. No, it's all right. You won't mind. He's very liberal. You mentioned these two principles, Sajatiya and Snigdhasya. Snigdhasya means that person who has affection for me. That we can see. But when we're saying Sajatiya, one who's in the same mood as me, how do I know what my mood is? And how do I know what his mood is? Because I'm just a searching neophyte person. How do I focus on a guru from that perspective?
Very quickly. We are in Krishna's university, the crying school Govinda Goswami Maharaj would speak about. So we are school students. We are progressing through different stages. But really, Krishna sends Guru to us if we are sincere and pray to him. Brahmanda Brahmite Kon Bhagyavan Jeev Guru Krishna Prasade Bhai. Guru, by Krishna's mercy, comes by our prayer. So Guru will send, like I was telling the story of my sister who spoke. How do we know we are in this mood? Gurudev Radha Paksha. Gurudev said, it is written on your heart. So we have to have faith in that. And why do we always hear like, pray, be sincere, Chaitya Guru will guide you. If you are truly sincere, let Chaitya Guru guide you. Krishna comes in many forms, many gurus. So that is a process of cultivation also, I believe.
Braj has
Can you hear me?
Yes.
I understand the principle of unity and diversity, but how do we develop that sense of unity if there's a deviation in Siddhanta?
So,
How is that personal?
I don't. Hare Krishna. Bhaktivinoda Thakur in the Society of Gauranga Samaj, he gives a very liberal approach to what is the family of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. It's very liberal. And so, the example I've heard is many rivers, so many sangas, many gurus, many groups, many rivers going into one ocean. Some rivers, tributaries come off, streams come off, they don't reach the ocean. So there are deviated lines. But what happens afterwards? The sun collects the water, brings it back up, gives it back to the river, to the ocean. If we're sincere, Krishna, I believe, will help us. And it doesn't mean we don't accept apasadanta. That's why we say, Jede se nitainai se desi najabo. Because apasadanta, we watched yesterday, Gurudev said, never accept apasadanta. You must be strong like a lion. But at the same time, jive saman dive. Honor all. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.